Hello everyone and welcome to Phlegethon RX. This is the 5th round in our RX season, 5th of 9 in the regular season, and then 10 with that bonus grand final at the end, so like pretty much right at that halfway point. It's a little bit different with the Motos, obviously, with the triple crowns and stuff, but as far as rounds go, pretty much right at that halfway point after this week, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, doing a quick fly-through overview of this track. Another pretty cracked one. A few things that remind me of Phoenix now. It didn't really look like Phoenix before, but after we added the full like land bridge action to try to prevent cheese, now it kind of reminds me of it. With Joker action here too. So yeah, pretty cracked track. This one's pretty tough. There's a lot of ways. This one, with all the mistake areas, I mean, this one might have a lot of ways to make passes, too. This one might have a lot of passing zones, which was something that was tough with Phoenix, so that should improve with this track. And a lot of conk potential. Like, this will be an interesting one to watch. I think this is going to be a pretty challenging one leading into, especially next week, we have Quebec, which is more in the middle-ish. We'll see kind of how I feel in that one. But we're going to be doing 20 laps. It's going to be 41 on the checkpoints. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. It's going to be Luke, Solange, and Sol. So Luke and Solange taking the Heat wins in this one. Detail, Hunter, and Armada. and Coop. Yes, this is the difference. This is the difference. Coop's got a little bit of blue purplish action. Okay. Coop, Vulcan, and Opex. I couldn't see their secondary color when I was racing. Maybe it's just couldn't see it then, but now I can pretty clearly see it. And then Matt, in his own row, going to be doing the nade cheese in the back. Going to rip down that way when we go. It's going to angle from here. But yeah, again, so 41 on the checkpoint, 20-lap race. Here we go, Matt getting out, going to be sending on that nade. Oh, no brute shots. Improvement this week. Let's go. Nade out. And we're green. I think Vulcan was a little slow in the start. Oh my god. That was Armada on that. He landed on somebody on the start. That's unfortunate. Oh, some aggressive moves going on. Jesus, almost like a 3 wide down here too. The coolest parts of the track here. Been over that wall jump, some sends on the inside through the whoops here. And yeah, as you can tell, this track's pretty cracked. Like this section in particular, yeah, very cheese. Especially this exit right there, going up into this oval turn. That exit can get very, very tight if you actually have 2 drivers going in side by side. It could get pretty weird. Take a look. We see any Joker action. Not yet. So it's going to be Luke, Slaunch, Detail going to be the top 3 right now. And then Coop and Opex in some order. They're too fast right now. And then these guys just committing to that strategy. Let's take a look at who it is. But these guys just committing to that early strategy, I guess. Sol, Hunter, and Vulcan. Just in a little group of their own and just committing to that early Joker strategy and getting their stuff out of the way. So that's what they're doing. Let's take a look. Oh, Slaunch with a little bit of a run-up with his left front tire. Oh, Detail with a little cheese line there. Trying to work the end of that rut on the outside. Cut down a little early. Slaunch probably lost a little bit of time with that slight pop-out he had on the rut. So it's getting pretty close. Take a look at this podium battle. Fat drift action for Detail right there. That is another part that's like kind of unassuming, but it's a pretty tricky part of the track is that first turn. Well, last turn. Feels like first turn, but it's the last turn of the lap. As we've got Detail going in maybe for... Oh, Solange with not having the speed. Kind of surprised by that. Let's see if Detail can complete the pass. Going to run the inside, but the thing is that outside gets really good momentum. And you can see Solange coming in. Just gets insane momentum. Oh, that's a risky part with that line. And oh my god. Detail going to go down hard with the nade cheese too. He's going to have to try to recover from that one. That's going to be pretty tough. A lot of time lost there. So that's going to... Solange's going to run away with that second place spot at the moment. He's going to have a big gap to work with now. That could be a big moment in the race there. It's going to be Luke, Solange, and now I believe it's Coop. I believe it's Coop right now. In that podium position. And again, we got a lot of people on these weird Joker strategies. Sol seems like he's the furthest up of all of them, so I'll be paying attention to him. We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, it's a really big gap now for first and second. So I want to take a look at this mid-pack action. This might be the pass already. Detail trying to get by, I believe it's Opix. I think Coop is the one in third at the moment. And we get some nice side-by-side action. I like this. Detail not going for that route this time. And it's going to work out pretty well. Well, we'll see. Maybe a little fight back to the inside. Just going to lose out in the momentum there. Still pretty good, though, actually. I didn't really lose out that much. It's another thing with this track. I will toot my own horn on this one. The balance on those sections, or on like a lot of the split areas of this track, actually pretty solid. I mean, that's something that's been kind of like up and down with some of the tracks in our schedule currently. But with this one, I think it's pretty good, actually. I think all the splits kind of like have their purpose and are mostly pretty well balanced. This one's probably the least, but Detail kind of trying to show it right there. That outside obviously gets the run, you know, definitely going to be the preferred line, but that inside does cut the turn a lot. So something that you can do there is, I think that's, we'll see if anybody uses it, but I think that's definitely like a potential, like a block pass zone. Like I think you could make moves right there. You know, I don't think you're gonna be like running that inside line consistently. But again, you think you go for passes, and Detail gonna make the pass in turn 1 right there. Oh, Coop fighting back a little bit, but getting a little loose, and I think he's gonna have it. So Detail gonna work his way back into the podium spot. Got to try to haul ass now. With Joker cheeses and such. I mean, obviously that flip's not gonna help, so he's got to really try to haul now. It's still Luke there, Slaunch there. Now that's Detail in the third, and Coop still having a really good run. And then this is Opix here battling with Soul. Let's take a look at this. This is big. I don't think Opix has taken any Jokers. If anything, maybe one, but I don't think he's taken any. So Soul in a pretty big spot right here. This is pretty important for Soul. If he could get by Opix here, that would be very nice, considering Soul is that, again, like farthest up driver that's, you know, that's done both of his Jokers. Vulcan and Hunter having a little bit of a battle. Whoa, I thought that was Matt. We'll have to see who that was. It's, oh, Matt with the lap cheese. Good strat right there. I'm surprised that worked out so well. Our driver's coming up. Go back down the glass here. Yeah, this is why, because I thought we'd have some action here, and we do. Let's go on board. Maybe some Joker cheese or maybe some incident cheese. I'm going to assume Coop took his Joker. He either took his Joker or conked super hard. Kind of hard to tell at the moment, but something definitely went down there. But that's going to, either way, he's going to drop back a couple spots. So let's go back on board. I think the most interesting and possibly important pass right now on track is Soul right now trying to work down Opix here. And again, I don't think Opix has taken any Jokers yet, but Soul has taken both. So this is a really big pass. If Soul can get by him, then he's seemingly in a very good spot. Like, it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out with the top 3. But all those guys in the top 3 have clean air right now, and Soul doesn't at the moment. So that's kind of the downside, and he's got to try to get by Opix as quick as possible if he's going to have the pace and try to take advantage of that. But so far, Opix doing a really good job and not giving up that spot and holding on pretty good pace at the moment. Oh, yeah, Soul's going to lose a little bit there, too. Trying to hold on to it and trying to go for some cheese lines here, but just not finding it. So Opix is going to have really nice, clean pace right there, and he's going to get a bit of a gap, actually, so he's going to gap that. Soul's going to have to work him down again if he wants to try to take that spot. It's Vulcan, then Coop. Vulcan got around him. Oh, so that was Armada there. And then, yeah. And then there's Luke, there's Slaunch, there's Matt. Lap down right now. And then there's Detail. So yeah, the top 3, all no Jokers at the moment, and all like pretty significant gaps at the moment. So as you can see right there, top 3 all very gapped. So that's a thing where we're just going to have to see where that works out at the end of the race. It's hard to tell. Oh, wow. Vulcan getting the front flip action. That kind of surprised me. Was not ready for that. And now that sucks. That kind of opens up things. These other drivers, Vulcan going to lose some spots here. Very surprised at that front flip. We didn't get to see the beginning of it. I'm assuming what happened was I'm assuming he probably got like the wheelie going into it and then just like went for it a little too hard, and then that's why it happened. I mean, that has to be what happened right there. Is Matt taking his Joker there? Soul and Opix maybe closing up again. We have a really nice pack here now too, actually. Oh, Ramda looking for it, not finding it. Yeah, really nice pack working out here, actually. Maybe a move being made. Got to find it. It's Hunter trying to work down Coop. And as you can see, Coop jumped in really aggressive. Oh, where the hell did Vulcan come from? What the heck? He just came out of nowhere right there. Oh, Hunter forcing him wide, but he does leave just enough space. Oh, no, Coop. Oh. Let's take a look at a replay on that. That is unfortunate. Wow. So Coop, I don't know if he was trying to cross back down or what, or if he was on the inside to start with, but either way, pops out of the rut and just collects Hunter right there. That sucks because, I mean, obviously he didn't mean to do that. It just made a mistake and it was right in front of the pack, but that's unfortunate. That's going to lose him some spots. Armada's going to be in a position where, you know, maybe he can try to work down that spot on Coop now. Who do we have here? That's Matt, so still trying to put Matt. So I'm going to guess this is Opix then going in for his Joker here, right? Yep. So Opix going in for his Joker. Let's see where he comes out. Oh my God. Wow. Let's get some onboard footage of that. That was incredible. So let's take a look at this. Oh, it just gets landed on. Hard landed on. And oh my goodness, that was really close. If Vulcan went over the track, I don't know how quickly he's getting back on the right spot. That could have been very bad. So Vulcan probably, you know, cheesed, a little frustrated with how that went down, but at the same time, he's got to consider that was a pretty lucky recovery. That could have been really bad. But that was unfortunate. Opix coming out just at that same time, and Vulcan looking like he took it like very straight. It didn't look like he was like really ready to turn right there, and then just ends up getting landed on. So I don't know if that would have helped. Maybe they could have landed side by side, but it's hard to tell. Either way, that was a pretty cheesy moment in the race. We're over halfway done, and the pack is brewing up. Matt in the midst of this. What is going on here? Matt like fighting for position. I don't know how the hell this is going down. I'm trying to... Oh, Hunter hitting the wheelie cheese. Vulcan back into it. Hunter like stopping at the landing. What is going on in this pack right now? And this is... That is Opix, okay. I'm trying to figure out where Coop is now. I'm getting lost. Is this Coop? Not Coop. I don't know where Coop went up. He might be behind Armada now. It's kind of what it seems like. Yeah, that is getting absolutely cheesed. So who do we have here? That was Soul. So have to see where Soul works out. We might still be waiting on Joker usages out of those guys. So let's go a little on board. Let's get an update through the field. So this is Luke putting Coop a lap down. So Coop goes lap down right there. So this is the lead going into the glass right here. And then this is Slaunch. So that's lead to second gap. And he's going to be going in... Oh, that was close. Going to be going in the glass right there. And then... Oh, okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this. Perfect timing. So Detail in third, but he is taking a Joker here, and he's going to come out pretty close with somebody. Who is this? It is Soul. And I am not sure. We didn't get an update. I'm not sure if that was Detail's second or his first. So we'll have to see how that works out. But either way, Soul getting by him and getting into the podium spot. Soul potentially in a really good position, to be honest. I think he's in a great spot to have a really good finish here. So I'm curious to see how it works out with Slaunch, where that gap works out. So when Slaunch takes his Jokers, we'll try to take a look at that. But anyways, that's 3-4 because we're doing our field updates. So that's what we're looking at for them. And then, wow, big gap. And then 5th place, Opix holding on to 5th place right now. There he is, Hunter 6th, Vulcan 7th. It's still very close for these positions back here. Armada 8th. There comes Matt ripping by, Coop ripping by. And then, okay, so Luke took a Joker this lap. So let's take a look at this. Oh, gotta watch out. That was close. So Luke definitely took his first Joker that lap. And then Slaunch, I don't think Slaunch has taken any right now. I don't think Slaunch has taken any. So it's looking like unless something crazy happens, I don't think he's going to be able to compete for the lead. So the question is, where is Slaunch going to come out in terms of Soul and Detail? That's going to be an interesting spot. I mean, obviously he had that big gap on Detail going into it, so you'd think he'd be ahead of him. And Soul's got that gap on Detail, so it's like, oh, Matt goes down. Watch out. Some evasive maneuvers. This is pretty funny. Let's watch this from a different perspective. This is an interesting part of the race. I want to see how this goes down. So Matt just not having the speed right there, and just unfortunate. Luke having to do some invasive maneuvers. Slaunch having to watch out. So leaders get by just clean. And then Coop just goes right into him. I don't know why. If Matt's like waiting to flip it, I don't know what's going on here. But however it happens or whatever is going on there, eventually recovers. Then there comes Soul. And there's Detail as well. So, yeah. So, with that gap, yeah, I'm curious to see. And Solange is probably going to take him soon, too. I'm curious to see, like, where he works out in this. I think he might... Okay, yeah, he looks like he's going for it. Solange, here we go. Oh, almost one of the rocks right there. Risky Joker in entry. We're going to stay on board with him. Like that line. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so there he is. There's Soul. That has to be him. First Joker. Remember, Soul's done with both. I'm pretty sure this is Solange's first. And look at... Oh, no! Oh, my God, he holds on to it. That was pretty sus. Oh, wait. This isn't even... Oh, this is Coop here. Okay, so where's Soul? Okay, Soul's right there. Soul's right there with him. Okay, that makes sense. So that's the gap. Looking at it right now, and then where is Detail at this point? Right there. I think Solange and Detail might actually be close. I kind of think Soul, like, has this second place at the moment from what we're looking at on track. I mean, look at that. That's the gap. I mean, the Joker's more than that. It kind of looks like he has it right now, and they're going to have to do it. Luke's taking his right now. I think Solange might be taking his here soon as well. Not going to take it that lap. So right there, that's going to be... well, yeah. So that's going to be it for... So Luke, leader, done with Jokers. Solange, second, still has one to go. And then Soul, third, Detail, fourth. I think they're done. I think they're both done. So I'm curious. We're going to keep an eye on Solange at this point. I want to see how this works out. And he's really holding on to it here, too. Building up the suspense for us for the end of this race. So appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to stay on board with him because I think he's probably... A little bit of rock contact. I think he's probably going to go for it this lap, I would assume. I don't think you want to wait too long. We're going to 2 to go right here. 2 to go, 2 laps left in the first moto. And let's see how he sets it up. Oh, wow. Solange really building up the suspense. He's holding on to it. Going to save it for one of those last few laps. And Soul, I mean, this might be interesting. Soul's still behind Coop. And, you know, not really getting by him yet. Now, he might have it right here. Okay, there you go. Well... Caster's Curse. There it goes. I was going to say, that might hold Soul up a little bit, and that might make things interesting for Solange, but, I mean, that does it right there. So we're going to try to watch as much as we can on this last lap, because we're probably going to have quite a bit going down here. But here we go. One more time down the hill and down the final turn right there. Luke's going to be hitting the white flag. So one more time around Phlegethon. So Solange literally saving it for the end, right? I don't think he took his second yet. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to see how this works out. And as you can see, the win's definitely going to be set up at this point. But where is this second place? Where is it going to work out? Solange, it looked like he's a little wide on his Joker. That's not going to help him out. I think this is Soul right here. He's way clear. It's going to be the battle for third. It's going to be the battle with Detail, but he's right there. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, but Solange does come out behind Coop. So could that make things interesting? Could it slow him down possibly and open up the door for a third place battle? I think it might be too much. And on the downhill on the left side, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Luke going for first. Soul, I think Solange's going to have this locked up too. Soul is going to have this second place. It's got to be his best result in the season. There it is. Early Joker strategy and good laps, and he had a really nice run with that. So Soul taking second, Solange, and then Coop in the midst of that, a lap down. Detail going to be taking fourth. And then we got a gap. Top 4 gap was pretty insane in this one. Oh, we got to watch that. We got to watch a replay of that. Hold up. What happened here? Let's take a look at this. Where's Vulcan's POV? There he is. Okay, so last lap battle. Last lap, going into the last turn. Opix having the inside, having the line, and he should have this. Vulcan trying to make it work around the outside, and look at this run. Oh, and then Opix just sends it in. That was such a weird last corner battle. Like, look at this. I don't know if Opix was just, like, setting up for it really hard, but, like, this run right there was insane. And then just an aggressive send after it, and, like, how much Vulcan lost. On the exit! Oh, it was Matt. Okay, I was like, is this going to be a battle? Another battle for position there? Wow, that's crazy last turn, last lap battle action. Not what I was expecting there. So, in the end, it's going to be Luke, Soul, Solange, Detail, Opix, Vulcan, Hunter, Armada, Coop, and Matt rounding out your order first. Moto at Phlegethon. Oh, got very cheesy at the end. Kind of similar to Phoenix. Just got to save it for that last lap for the extra cheese to go down. But this Moto 2, I think, is going to be even conkier with the invert of the order and stuff like that. So I think that one's going to be pretty interesting. Make sure you stick around for that Moto 2, and see you guys there.